Hello, this is Dr. Panikrai. Welcome to my biology classes for NEET exam. Today I will discuss about the second line of defense. The second line of defense, this is the part of innate immunity. Innate immunity. We all know that the innate immunity is known as inborn immunity because the defense tools or the defense power which present from the birth. That's why this is known as the inborn immunity or innate immunity. This innate immunity has two branches. One may be the external defense, and another may be the internal defense. This internal defense actually present below the skin, or the tools of defense present below the skin, and the external defense or the tools which present on the surface of the skin, on the surface of the epithelium or the mucous layer. That's why such external defense is known as the first line of defense, and the internal defense which present below the skin, secondly, it will face the pathogen after the external defense. That's why internal defense is known as the second line of defense. If the first line of defense fail to resist the microbes or the pathogen, then the pathogen penetrate the skin and the pathogen reach to the below the skin or reach to the tissues which present below the skin. This is the areolar connective tissue, and in this side the pathogens will face the internal defense, and which is known as the second line of defense. This second line of defense actually consists of two components. One may be the cells, different cells form the second line of defense below the skin, and some of the chemicals which is secreted from the cells, and these are known as the cytokines. So both the cells and the cytokines are the components of second line of defense. Such cells form the cellular barrier, and the cytokines, it forms the barrier. This is known as the cytokine barrier. So the second line of defense has two barriers. Some barriers actually composed by the activity of some cells known as the cellular barriers, and some barriers actually formed by the secretion of chemicals from the immune cells known as the cytokine barriers. These cellular barrier along with the cytokine, or the cytokine along with the cells, they form different barriers functionally, or cellular cells and the cytokines form functionally different barriers, and these barriers may be one is phagocytic barrier, and another may be inflammatory barrier, and third one may be fever. It is not a barrier, but fever, it may be the one type of inflammatory barrier or one type of physiological reaction barrier. This is, and I may like to put here the fever barrier. And another may be the another type of barrier by the secretion of different types of chemicals, antimicrobial substance barrier. Antimicrobial substance barrier. So the second line of defense composed of cells or cytokines, you can say, or the second line of defense has different barriers or different gates, like phagocytic barrier, like inflammatory barrier, like fever barrier, like antimicrobial substance barriers. So phagocytic barrier actually this barrier forms by means of presence of two types of cells. One is the granular neutrophils or neutrophil, and second may be the macrophages. The neutrophils and the macrophages are present in the areolar connective tissue which present below the skin. The neutrophil engulf the bacteria, about 5 to 10 number of bacteria before it die. Likewise, macrophages is the large phagocytic cell which engulf about 100 numbers of bacteria before die. This macrophage has two types. One may be the fixed and another may be the wandering. The fixed macrophages present some particular tissues of our body. For example, the phagocytic cell of liver, known as the Kupffer cell. These Kupffer cells, actually phagocytic cell present in liver. This is the fixed macrophages. And some are wandering or movable macrophages, which always monitoring our body whether microbes or pathogens enter into our body or not. These are known as the wandering macrophages. Such macrophages, along with the reticular connective tissue, forms reticuloendothelial system. Such reticuloendothelial system, such macrophages, such neutrophils, they form the barrier known as the phagocytic barrier. They try to destroy the bacteria by engulfing, by endocytosis, by phagocytosis method. And the second method or the second barrier may be the inflammatory barrier. Actually, This barrier develops because of the presence of one very important cell of areolar connective tissue which present below the skin. This is the mast cell. Mast cell. The mast cell is the modification of basophil in response of pathogens or in response of microbes or in response of wound. The mast cell secrete vasodilator, the chemical. This is known as histamine. Histamine. This histamine, it is the vasodilator. Because of the secretion of vasodilator, the blood comes out from the capillaries and blood vessels to the reaction site. That's why in the reaction site the blood pressure become high. Because of the high blood pressure, that site becomes swells, known as the edema. And because of more flow of blood, the worm also fills. And such site becomes red in color. And this is known as the inflammatory barrier or inflammatory reaction because of the presence of mast cell and because of the secretion of histamine in response of antigens, pathogen, microbes or wounds. Or another barrier, it may be the fever. It is a one type of reaction, but it is also a, you can say that it also a barrier, and you can say this is the fever. By the inflammatory reaction, the increasing of WBC takes place in the body. In response of increasing of WBC, which activate the macrophages. And the activated macrophages secretes the chemical known as pyrogen. It secretes the chemical known as pyrogen, or this also known as the interleukin, also known as interleukin. This pyrogen and interleukin activate the hypothalamus. Such hypothalamus, you know, it is the thermoregulatory part of our body. And because of the presence of pyrogen or interleukin in response of antigen, then the hypothalamus increase the body temperature, and increasing body temperature prevent the proliferation of pathogens in our body, and this forms a one barrier known as the fever barrier. And another barrier, it may be the antimicrobial substance barrier. So different types of chemicals may release from the different immune cells, and you can say that this form another barrier known as the antimicrobial substance barrier. First, come to the interferon. Interferon, it is secreted from the viral infected cell and prevent the nearby cell from the infection of virus. And this is also the antimicrobial substance. And another microbial substance may be the perforin. Perforin, which secreted from the NK cell. The chemical is perforin. This perforin actually secreted from the infected cell, and such perforin make the hole on the surface of infected cell. The NK cell secrete perforin, and such perforin make the hole on the wall of infected cell. Because of the formation of holes or pores on the wall of infected cell, the infected cell get lysis. This maybe this perforin, also known as the antimicrobial substance. And another substance may be the complementary protein. Complementary protein. In human, about 20 number of proteins are present in serum or blood. Such serum protein act as antimicrobial substance at the time of infection, and by the cascade of reaction, such complementary protein try to resist the microbes. That's why, which forms another barrier, complementary reaction. And such complementary reaction, it is the part of antimicrobial substance which is present in the serum protein. So that's all. This is the second line of defense. I hope you understand better. If you like, then click on my next video to get like this type of video, and thank you for clicking.